Hello, what I'm going to show you today is my little herb patch at home. It's very small, but I've got a nice little selection of herbs in there, so I'm just going to run through those with you. Well, there it is. We'll just go in for a closer look. Okay, well there's a pot with some thyme in, and these are chives, and behind that I've got some mint, which I thought had died, but it decided to come up again this year. This lovely thing here is a curry plant. You can't eat the leaves, but if you have a barbecue, if you put them on the coals, then they're fine that way, that's okay. And recently in these two pots, oh, the sage is getting in the way. In these two pots here, this one here and that one there, I've got some parsley, but they haven't started to come up yet. And round the corner here, that's some curly parsley. And what's getting in the way is my nice big bush of sage. You can see all the flowers are starting to come out now, so that'll look absolutely gorgeous. It was much bigger and I trimmed it down, but it's growing beautifully. And in this pot here there's some curly parsley and there's some flat leaf parsley there, and in those two I've got coriander which I planted, and there's one just popping through there, very very tiny. And here it's looking a little bit sad, this one here. This is my rosemary. It was huge, it was really really big, but I've had it for several years and I think it's not very happy, so I might have to get another one. And as you can see there's still some more mint there. It seems to have trailed, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. And then up here is my big bay tree. Okay, I've got a little pouch here and you're supposed to put herbs in each hole, but I did put a load in the herb bed, but I've put one in the top here. This is lemon balm. This is basically lemon mint. Very very nice. And I've got a small rosemary here, so when that gets a bit bigger I might transfer it with the other one, swap them over. I do have some tarragon that I do need to plant, and hopefully I'll plant that this weekend, and then that will go in there as well. But that's my herb patch. It's very small. It's about 2 feet by about 3 feet, and it sits there just to the left of the back door, so that when you're cooking you don't get wet going right down to the end of the garden, and you can just nip out and get a few herbs. I did grow some garlic herbs one year and they were very very nice, so I might be able to get some more of those next year, because there's a guy down the allotment who's got some and he said that I can have some. But that's my herb patch. You can grow them in pots, that's no problem. The only ones that do tend to suffer a bit if they are in pots is rosemary and thyme, because rosemary and sage, because they need a lot of space. But anything else you can grow in pots quite happily. Just keep them watered when it gets very very hot, because they do tend to dry out quite quickly. Well, I hope you found that interesting, and I shall see you next time when we'll be putting any seeds that need to be planted in May.